Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamey Daddy channel. So by now you already know about the summit from the past state of the game, and shout out to the folks at Massive. They gave a quick preview to some of the community that talk about the game, and so I had the opportunity to be able to check out some of this new stuff that's going to be coming with Title Update 11. Now, today's video, I wanted to show you the new gear that's going to be coming with Title Update 11. I'm going to be showing you kind of how it works and some of my thoughts on it. Now, I am coming from a PvE perspective, so when I say some stuff, consider it to be PvE based, and if I tell you it might be broken in PvP, just maybe put that in your pocket and just laugh, because it may not be broken in PvP. It may be balanced. It may be something where PvP players have builds that could counter and all that stuff. So the two gear items that are coming are one gear set called Hunter's Fury, and the other one, a brand set called the Belstone Armory. Now, I'll show you both of them together because they actually do complement one another. And by now, if you already know the bonuses, the Hunter's Fury gear set, the 4-piece bonus sets read 2, 3, 4 pieces accordingly, 15% shotgun damage and 15% SMG damage when you have 2 pieces. So this is encouraging you to play the play style of a run and gun. You got to get in somewhat close in order for you to be able to take on enemies. But then it rewards you with 20% armor on kill and 100% health on kill if you're able to take out an enemy NPC while running the 3 pieces, and this is for the Hunter's Fury. And the 4th piece gives you the Apex Predator bonus. This says enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, increasing your weapon damage against them by 20%. From the gameplay footage that you see here, you're going to see a marker show on their head. This debuff basically allows for them to melt like crazy. Now, if you're using a shotgun and you get in really close to them and you hit them as a direct shot, maybe headshot or body shot, you're really going to see the difference in your damage, as in how much it increases. Killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. This is really the highlight of this, of this gear set. It's a real run and gun build because proximity is important. If you see a cluster of enemies, I think what the developers or designers were thinking is just basically, grow a pair and run it, at them and pretty much, fire away. And once you take out one in a batch, the others would usually, when they're disoriented, they can't do anything. They're just kind of maybe, dancing around because there is a status effect on them, and you can just basically pillage them. And from the gameplay footage you're seeing the gear set just shine because it's really fun. And I'm running with a Lady Death here, so for those of you who may be wondering why I'm not running with the other exotic SMG, if you guys know about the other SMG, it does have a bleed effect, and I'll talk about that later on. But I preferred from my testing that the Lady Death would be better for you. Why? The Lady Death gives you the speed buff, and so as you're running around and gunning, that speed buff is definitely going to be something that you as the player will enjoy. So if right now you're watching this and you're in the PTS or whatever, I would recommend that you take some time to farm this weapon if you don't have it, and if you do have it, make sure that you have one reconfigured for max damage. If you like the run and gun style, you will enjoy it. Now, if that's not your thing, then you can use this build in other fun hybrid ways. I mean, you'd have to come up with what that does. Now, the backpack and the chest piece talents go as follows, because if you have these, you're going to get an extra benefit. In regard to the chest piece, you have the Endless Hunger talent, which increases the duration of Apex Predator stacks from 10 seconds to 30 seconds. This is an intense boost regarding that. So remember, Apex Predator, when an enemy, when you're 15 meters between an enemy, close to an enemy, they receive a debuff, which gives you a 20% damage. As you take them out, you get this disorient, and then you start stacking for 10 seconds. So this buff here is what's increased to 30% if you're doning the chest piece. If you have the backpack, you also get Overwhelming Force, which increases the radius of the disorient from 5 meters to 10 meters. So now if you run into a crowd and there's an enemy NPC in the proxy, they're also going to get that. Now, what's even really good about this is sometimes they'll go into a status effect while they're behind a wall, indicating that the enemies are there, because the Division 2's AI is very smart. They'll hide. The enemy NPCs will hide sometimes so that they can ambush you. But if you take out an enemy NPC and then there's another one that's within the area, even though they're behind the wall, sometimes it will proc and you're able to kind of see that they're there. So it's actually a very pretty good gear set design, in my opinion. and I think it's something that a lot of players are going to enjoy. PvP, I don't know how this is going to really work, but when it comes to Dark Zone, running and gunning and going into a control point, did I say control point? A landmark, and cleaning it out, that will be definitely something that I can see being a real huge utility set in the DZ, maybe getting in and out of, all kinds of crazy stuff. And then with the survivability, that's also another layer that makes it really good. Now that I'm done talking about the gear set, I want to go ahead and show you guys the brand set, which is the Belstone Armory brand set. It has a 1% armor regen. It has 10% armor on kill and 20% incoming repairs. How you're going to run the third piece, I don't know. Maybe if you're using some kind of a self-healing mechanism, you can run 3 and 3 on, if you're going to run the Hunter's Fury gear set. But to be very honest, I think 4 and 2 is where a lot of players are going to park the bus, and then they'll have to deal with their attributes in different ways to kind of make themselves stay alive. And the armor regen at 1% for one piece is so beautiful. If you don't even want to run Hunter's Fury, you have Golan, you have Emperor's Guard. I don't know if you guys know what Emperor's Guard is. The Emperor's Guard knee pad is a named Murakami knee pad that I think was an exclusive to the Dark Zone. I only have one, and I was randomly rigmaroing my way on in the Dark Zone on my other character, and I found this item, and it's very difficult to get a hold of. There's also another item which is called Death Grips. That's a 511 named pair of gloves that also has armor on kill. So the theme here is for a survivability type deal. And so with the 2 pieces and the way I'm running this, I have an extra 10% armor on kill, and I also have armor regen. And even with the gunner specialization, you're able to also leverage more armor on kill in the way that this works. From the gameplay, you can see that, on the easier levels of this entire summit mode, the enemy NPCs on hard and even normal difficulty, the moment I take them out, I get I get rewarded every time I destroy enemy NPCs. And I think that's what this is going to basically work for. Clearing out floors. If you're the guy that's running around and dealing damage, maybe standing in front of a door, popping, maybe your heals or whatever it is, and take out one enemy NPC, disorient the others, and gain some benefits from taking down enemies, like, redeeming some of your armor back. This is what I think this build is going to, most definitely shine in. So these are the new gear items coming to the game. You will have to decide how you're going to build. The way that I have these pieces here on the on this server is, in my opinion, the ideal pieces that I would look for. But the way we run in the community, a lot of people have different preferences. Some people might not be fans of this mask. I mean, to be honest, yeah, if I'm gonna be getting my armor restored at the rate of 30%, even maybe close to 40%, then I don't know about armor being a big deal. I might take more weapon damage if that's the case. So I'll let your imagination fly. Those of you who always make builds in your spare time or in your free time while you're driving, or you take a notepad and start to craft, I'll let you just go gung-ho as to how you feel and believe you would want to use these gear items. So I look forward to seeing these in the live game. I look forward to seeing a lot of you in the live game. Those of you who are considering stuff like this, most definitely, it will make some really cool sense to actually go ahead and try this out. Because for sure, I mean, I know people are already anticipating and excited just from the state of the game. 2nd of September, you can already tell that people want to get their hands on this. All right. That's it for me. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and if you want to stick around for more Division content, you could do so by subscribing or do whatever you want. It's your mouse, it's your click. I just appreciate the fact that you already watched this video. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you hopefully in another video. Peace.